Good morning and welcome to the Morning Outlook Report. I'm Rachel Jones reporting live from Kalkine TV Sydney studios. Now, the Australian share market is expected to end the week on a positive note. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is likely to open 45 points or 0.6% higher. Now, at the closing bell yesterday, the S&P ASX 200 was 1.3% or 96 points higher at 7,357. The best performing sector yesterday was materials, up 3.5%, whereas the worst performing sector was communication services, that was down 0.1%. The best performing stock yesterday was AMP. They closed 13.2% higher at $1.16. The worst performing stock was Paladin Energy, closing 6.7% lower at 77 cents. Now, looking to some business news from this morning now, and Ramsay Health Care has reported unaudited Group NPAT for the 9 months to the 31st of March 2022 was $201.6 million. Now, that's a decline of 38.9% on the prior corresponding period, and that reflects the ongoing impact of COVID-19 and the disruption on staff, patients and clinician availability, and also the increased costs associated with the operating environment. The result includes a $5.8 million EBIT contribution for the 2 months of ownership of Elsium. Now, the Elsium Healthcare acquisition was completed on the 31st of January this year, and the recommended offer by Ramsay Santé to acquire GHP Specialty Care AB is now unconditional. Elsium is performing in line with expectations at the time of acquisition. Ramsay remains well positioned to hopefully benefit from the growing backlog of elective surgery. Moving on, and plumbing and heating company Reliance Worldwide Corporation reports sales for the 9-month period ending the 31st of March of $845.2 million, and that's 14% higher than the prior corresponding period. Sales included $69.7 million from Easeflow Fertilizer, which was acquired in mid-November 2021. Sales growth was recorded in the Americas and the Asia-Pacific regions, while Europe, Middle East and Africa experienced a slight decline in revenues. That's following strong activity levels in the prior corresponding period. Sales in the third quarter of the prior corresponding period included an estimated $31 million, resulting from a winter freeze event in Texas and surrounding US states. Fertilizer, explosives, chemicals and mining service company Incitec Pivot today announced that it had completed the purchase of the Titanobel Group through the acquisition of 100% of the shares in Explinvest. Titanobel is a leading industrial explosives manufacturer with drilling, blasting and technical services provider based in France. Incitec Pivot Managing Director and CEO Janine Johns says this is an important milestone in the execution of their strategy to extend their brand and world-leading technologies into Europe, the Middle East and the African regions. Now, we're going to take a short break here, but we'll be back with everything you need to know to trade today.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on the Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back. I'm Rachel and you're watching the Morning Outlook Report. Now, over in the US, technology stocks gained on strong earnings. Shares of Facebook parent group Meta Platforms rose after the company reported a larger than expected profit yesterday. The Dow Jones rose 1.85%. The S&P 500 surged 2.5% and the Nasdaq ended 3.1% higher. Over in Europe, and the Stoxx 50 rose 1.1%. The FTSE also surged 1.1%, and the CAC gained 1%, with the DAX ending 1.4% higher. The MSCI World Equity Index rose 12.07 points, or 1.85%. The MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside of Japan rose 1.03%. Now, oil prices rose on the increased likelihood that Germany will join other European Union member states in an embargo on Russian oil, which could further tighten supplies in the already stressed global crude market. Brent crude futures rose $2.27 to settle at $107.59 a barrel. WTI crude rose $3.34 to $105.36. Gold prices rose from a 10-week low touched earlier in the session under pressure from the stronger US dollar. US gold futures settled up 0.1% at $1,891. That's all from me for now. Have a great day trading. Stay tuned for more market updates and economic news live throughout the day. This is Rachel signing off for now.